Just wow. Just freaking we that game was scary, but I guess a win is a win. I guess a freaking win is a win, and we came out with a much needed W at Madison Square Garden up against the Toronto Raptors. They're not going to make the playoffs, but it's only the Knicks' luck that Kyle Lowry comes back and Pascal Siakam comes back. Of course, after being out with injuries, I know Siakam hasn't really lived up to that contract, but Lowry's still an experienced, good basketball player who has really who has a lot of experience. So it wasn't going to be easy. We were up 18, but they crawled back. Freaking Malachi Flynn, Siakam started playing better. It was disgusting, but luckily Siakam traveled. Luckily RJ hit an other big three. Just big shot after big shot. Ever since the Brooklyn game, big shot, big shot. Celtics game, of course the Grizzlies game, and now this game hits a clutch three. And yeah, got to give credit to RJ Barrett. He's been playing very well down the stretch, and he can afford to miss a game winner now, or he could afford to miss a clutch shot because he's been amazing down the stretch. But yeah, we hope he becomes even just like more clutch, or he just gets more experience and continues to hit big shots for us when we need them. Especially because Randall's proven to not be the greatest of clutch player for us. If it's picking his spots or just not knocking them down. But Drew says, "What's up, clutch? What's going on, Drew? I hope you're doing well. Big time Knicks W." Drew says, "I'm going to have to retract my statement about RJ not being clutch now. He's been killing it lately." Yeah, he's definitely taken Anthony Edwards' comments personally. Games says, "What's up, clutch? What's going on, man? I hope you're doing well, Games." How about the Knicks? Let's go. Big time W, Bradley. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is well. Avery says, "We got so lucky tonight." Dude, we got lucky Siakam traveled. We even allowed them to shoot some open shots down the stretch as well. It was definitely a very scary sight, but we came out with the W. Michael says, "Yo, what's going on, Michael? How are you, man?" Now, people don't look at me as crazy because of how much I love RJ Barrett. There you go. RJ's looked amazing. Yo, I did actually catch some of that game. You guys came out with the W versus the Mavericks. Sadly, the Mavericks pick isn't going to be that high anyway at this point, but thanks for helping us out in a way. Yeah, I know Kellen Johnson. I know he probably wasn't. I didn't watch the game. I think he only had 8 points, but he definitely provides good spark defensively, and he's a solid rebounder. So you can't always look at the stats when it comes to him. But who played the best for the Spurs tonight? Anthony Edwards woke up a beast. Yes, sir. Even though people think I hate Edwards, it's just that what he said about RJ was immature, The way he said it, you could have just said we didn't want Randall to have the ball in his hands. It was just the way Anthony Edwards said it. Yeah. The Knicks need to win games because they cannot versus the Celtics in the play-in tournament. Yeah, we can't afford to play the Celtics in the tournament. The Hornets, we need them to fall off. But my boy Avery actually told me their schedule's easy coming up. But Hornets have LaMelo out for the season. They have Gordon Hayward out for a couple more weeks. So we have to hope the Hornets fall off. We really have to hope for that, especially because the Hawks are playing good, which definitely does not help our case. They've been good under Nate McMillan. But yeah, the Knicks have to win this winnable game tomorrow, or yeah, it's almost tomorrow already. Up against the LA Lakers. Got to win that game, even though Drummond might kill us on the glass. Devin says, "I told you RJ Barrett is the greatest shooting guard ever." What's going on, Devin? Yo, what's going on, Big Task? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're a great supporter of the channel. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. He says, "LOL, I know clutch, but we got the win. The player of the game was Siakam." Actually, Siakam started to play better in the third quarter. I know he was abysmal at the beginning, but that travel was huge. Lowry came up with a big time steal, and Siakam traveled, of course. Avery says, "The blood in my body acts very differently when Rowan plays." Love to hear from Tibbs that RJ's the first guy and last guy out type of player. Yeah, he definitely has this great mentality. When people say he can't do something, it just really feeds him to become a better player and really put in the work. Of course, being left off the top 25 young player list, don't get me wrong, I love Anthony Edwards, but I feel like people are really lazy when it comes to potential. People are just they just go off of God-given athleticism, flashiness, and just talent. When I think potential is one of the most overrated things in the world. Legacy could relate to this because he's had Tony Parker, he had Tim Duncan. Tony Parker and Tim Duncan weren't these extremely athletic players, but people don't add into potential, work ethic, and just like mindset. And I think that's just as important because we've seen a guy like Andrew Wiggins fail when he's had all this talent in the world, if you know what I'm saying. But I think RJ Barrett has the good work ethic, and people overlook like basketball IQ as well. Like, it doesn't matter how good or talented a player is, or how talented a player is if they don't work properly, if you know what I'm saying. But I think RJ Barrett definitely has a huge chip on his shoulder if it's Terrence Davis making a rookie team over him. If it's even like the top 25 like potential list. I know it's based off of potential, but I think potential is like one of the most overrated things ever, you know? Um, Devin says Burks running the offense the last 3 minutes was a huge coaching mistake, but it helped us. I know he's not the greatest at running the offense, but it actually helped us out when it came to scoring buckets. To be honest, I always thought Siakam's overrated. Glad he proved me right tonight. DeRozan hit it. Oh, you guys won on a game winner? Wow. No, I still hate Edwards. I hate Edwards for that. Yeah. Praying for the Heat to lose this game against the Blazers right now. Yeah, we need that. Lonnie Walker was killing it. I love Lonnie Walker. Great story. Just bad his hair and everything. It sucks like what he went through when he was younger, but great athlete out of Miami. He was in the 2018 draft, I believe. But DeMar was the leader on both ends. I love DeMar's playmaking. Keldon Johnson played well defensively. Not enough touches on the offensive end. Gotcha. If Knicks versus Celt, if it's Knicks versus Celtics, they probably can beat the Celtics. That game was very close, but gosh, we suck. Like we've actually been better lately closing out basketball games. But the Raptors, do they have that true closer? You know what I'm saying? Like Lowry might step up there and there, but they don't have that true closer. So it was kind of easy closing out this game. When we did eventually get the lead, I started to feel more comfortable. But Tatum scares me down the stretch of games, you know? And it's like a divisional game, of course. They're in our division. The Knicks versus Celtics, they probably can beat the Celtics. That game was very close, but I kind of would want to see the Knicks versus the Nets. I don't want to see that because I think it's just going to be a sweep. I just do. I'm sorry, Knicks fans don't like to hear that. I know like people will think it'll be competitive, but I think it's just a sweep. I don't want to play the Nets. But it might happen for the 8th seed. We need to go back. Ignas Brazdeikis. I know he was swept by the Sixers. Thank you, Big Task. I appreciate that. DeJounte Murray also scored 25. Spurs needed a win today if they wanted to make the playoffs. I see people saying DeAndre Hunter's not even close to, that's a joke take. Facts, Spurs weren't that flashy. The Spurs are just all about fundamental and IQ. Team ball here, no selfishness. You never heard drama in San Antonio. Exactly. Yeah, I did see that. We got to actually face Schroeder tomorrow, and he kind of scares me with his speed. And Andre Drummond, like we haven't been good crashing the glass lately. Um, is DeRozan overrated? Like at one point he was really overrated. I don't think he is really overrated anymore. Do I want him as a Knick? No. Personally, because he can't space the floor on a consistent basis. Like he would be a good player, but I don't know like if I would want that. Like would it stop the development of RJ, you know? But I think DeRozan's like a good player. I do. Yeah, RJ's looked very good. Exactly, buzzer beater. Win is a win. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for the continued amount of support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the Nets are unbelievable. You can see the Knicks beating the Bucks. We beat them at the beginning of the season, but that's when they weren't as great. Thank you, man. Yeah, let's go Giants too. Have a great night, Bradley. Yo, what a win, man. Yo, Nick Central, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope we're doing great. Thank you so much for being a member. Like everyone in the chat is the reason why this channel is possible because you guys just show so much love and support, and you guys are so loyal. So just thank you so much for being amazing, guys. And I hope you guys are staying safe. And I'm still gonna grind out videos for you guys when I can. I return to school tomorrow though. Yo, my boy Christopher's in the house. He says, "Great win for us, but definitely almost had a heart attack." Knicks are gonna do that to you. They are. You think Siakam's the most overrated? Um, yeah, he has been clutch, man. He really has. I hope he's a bust after that statement. DeRozan is a net negative player and isn't making anyone around him better. Spurs are a much better team when DeRozan is off the court. See, I haven't really watched enough Spurs basketball, so I'll have to actually like watch some Spurs basketball to see that. But DeRozan's definitely not going to be part of this team in the long run because they have Lonnie Walker, they have Keldon Johnson. They have these really young basketball players. So I don't think DeRozan fits that timeline. Who's the weakest link in the Knicks roster? Jared Harper. Jared Harper, the worst player on the Knicks roster. Took the vaccine. Hope you're feeling well. Drew. DeRozan is leaving this offseason, man. I wish we trade him for something at the deadline. Yeah. You got your new loyalty badge. Which one is it? Is the Oh, you got the Larry Johnson. Oh, okay, you got the Larry Johnson one. I like that. How do you like that one? Yeah, but just like just win one game, like not trying to be greedy, but like, don't you want a series like you actually think you have a chance like entering, like you're gonna win? The Bucks, the Bucks, legendary, in my opinion. Like the Nets, like they'll be close games every single time. But if I could see us like squeezing in like a couple wins, I think it's against the Bucks. I'm not saying we'll win against the Bucks, but I have like more confidence against the Bucks than I do the Nets. Just like if you think like we have a better chance against the freaking Nets than the Knicks, you're joking. All respect to people's opinions, but Kevin Durant, Harden, Kyrie, just like I don't understand that. Yeah, I just want to make the playoffs, but I also want to compete. Yeah, we need Noel to shut down Drummond. We got to box out in that game. Like he's been one of the top rebounders for the last few years. No, I think we always like we're always competitive against the Sixers. It's always close, but gosh, we haven't beaten the Sixers since they weren't in the playoffs. I'm not even lying. We're like cursed against them. Would you want the Knicks to face the Knicks? Um, Yet again, RJ smacking threes in these grown men's faces for clutch shots. What a god! Let's go. No, I'm saying if we play Bucks first round, I see us winning a game. I like the optimism. Oh, you love the new loyalty badge. I'm glad. Not gonna lie, when Bullock had that stupid double triple, oh my gosh! If I was the coach, I would have sat him the rest of the game. It's good to see Tibbs believe in these guys. Yeah, I think I'm caught up on all these. Have a good night, Bradley. I try to read every single comment. Yeah, they're 2 games behind the Knicks, but I believe we have the tiebreaker. We won 2 games, and they've won one against us. Norvell Pell dislocated his finger. That's why. And I also think Tibbs believes in just Noel. We know he has these short rotations of just like the starters and like one guy coming off the bench. But yeah, Norvell Pell was actually signed to a second 10-day contract. I'd rather have Norvell Pell play like. Actually, John Henson's like better in the post, but who's more of a Tibbs guy? Probably Norvell Pell. I don't know what we're gonna do with John Henson. I think we're just gonna let him walk, like after the 10-day contract. I think we're gonna hold on to Pell, but maybe we hold on to both of them. But Norvell Pell actually got a second 10-day contract. We haven't extended John Henson's. Good question. Legendsy. Dude, they've named McMillan now. Whatever reason, we always beat the Hawks, but Nate McMillan's a way better coach. John Henson. Yeah, that game was amazing, Avery, and you got to go to it. Yo, what's going on, Robinson? He says, RJ, let's go. Oh, for example, the tiebreaker is pretty much like, for example, if like we're tied for the 8th seed, like us and the Pacers, like we have the exact same record, we'll make it to the playoffs over them despite having the same record because in the series we won more games against them, like R2 against their one, like we beat them in the tiebreaker, or we beat them more, you know. Hopefully that explained it. Not 8, because then we're playing the freaking Nets. It's so tough though. It's tough. I just want to make the playoffs at this point. We haven't gone to the playoffs in forever, you know. I know we're probably not going to win in the first round, but it's just going to be such a good feeling when the Knicks, like, if they go to the playoffs. Let's get there first. Yo, I hope that homework goes well, but you could always go if like the stream's distracting. Got to get that homework done. Yeah, the Pacers are dumb for that. I don't know. Yeah, that was interesting how they threw Knox in there at one point, wasn't it? Like at the end, maybe because we just needed offense and you wanted like a corner three from Knox or something. Yeah, exactly, Michael. We haven't been in the playoffs in forever, but we'll be in the play-in tournament, but it's not guaranteed, of course. The ninth and 10th seed play, and then whoever loses that is like completely out of it. So, the loser of the 7th and 8th seed games play the winner of the 9-10 seed. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a loser mentality, Legends. Yeah, I agree. Adam Silver, like he's a good guy, but he's making the league kind of soft, or he did already. Um, Gary Trent, he's a good offensive player. He definitely killed us tonight, but there was some like he had some dumb shots, luckily that he took like later in the basketball game. But yeah, he's a really good basketball player. I like Gary Trent. Um, they got a good pickup, the Raptors. I thought it was a good exchange, even though I think the whatchamacallit, the Trailblazers getting who do they get again? Norman Powell was like a better win now mode like situation for them than a Gary Trent. Um, yeah, I try to read every single comment. Try to read everyone. We need the 6 seed. That's gonna be so tough, especially with the Celtics winning. And the Hornets need to start losing, but apparently their schedule gets easy. They've always been bad, but they've been like extra bad this season and extra soft. Yeah, Alfred starts off the game, but I think Tibbs is doing a good job like playing like who puts them in the best position to win at the end of games. So Tibbs isn't as dumb as we think he is. His rotations actually have been better lately, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. We'll be competitive. To what else? Yeah, what's going on, MH? Thank you so much for being here, man. He says, yes, sir. W. Yeah, W's a W. Definitely very, very scary. And I was like saying to you about watch this be such a Knicks thing and we like blow it because this leak thing and that happened, sadly. But we came off the dub, especially whatchamacallit. Malachi Flynn stepping out of bounds on that three definitely helped us. Heat are currently killing the Blazers right now. Yeah, the Heat, they're a lock for the playoffs. They're gonna make the playoffs. That game's on NBA TV, I believe. I didn't turn it on because it was a blowout, and also because I was going live. Yeah, I actually done like a couple Knicks commentaries. I've only done like a couple, um, for this channel. I try not to though because yes, you get a lot of subs, but you get like less loyal subs when you do that because then they only come for the commentaries. They don't come for the videos, you know. So I'm trying to like move my channel in a different direction. Yeah, I guess to like shoot, like get some type of offense going. It was weird seeing him out there instead of Obi, but I bet you're happy, MH. Instead of an Obi airball giving the Raptors momentum. Yeah, they've been better. I wish Tibbs would just break a clipboard already like Steve Kerr. I thought tonight would have been a perfect chance due to the atrocious officiating. Well, he shouldn't have, or they would have ejected him because of soft officiating. How are the Hornets so high? Yeah, they've been winning some games they really shouldn't have. Like been winning ever since LaMelo and Gordon Hayward went down, but they've had an easy schedule as well. Like they have an easy schedule coming up. No, it was never a plan to grow the beard. I just kind of got lazy with it. Kind of just got lazy. Yeah, it didn't. It was it was definitely a very scrappy game. It didn't look like any team wanted to win. Thank you so much for being here. We needed defense in that situation. Ravs get confident with their shot. Malachi Flynn killed us. He was only shooting 21% from three, like this season, but you could just tell when like a shooter shoots or a player shoots, like you could tell if they have it or not. And he was hitting some difficult shots. He really was. But then eventually started missing some easy ones. Like we actually caught some breaks of them, like missing some easy threes from downtown. Diddly D. Hornets announcer, yeah. They're crazy. They definitely bring a lot of energy to the game, but they sometimes do go overboard. I don't know about the other games. Like I know we're still only the 8th seed. No, I'm the only Knicks fan in my household. Like my mom was never a Knicks fan. My brother doesn't have a team. He doesn't have a basketball team. I'm the only Knicks fan in my household. He was a shooter in college, but he's only shooting 22% from the field this season. For whatever reason, his shot has just not been going in. That's what Mike Breen said. He's only shooting like 21, 22% from three this season. I think the Raptors are going to bring him back though. I think they're going to throw him a bag. Yeah, I like Gary Trent. He killed us. What do you have, like over 20? MH, anybody's better than Elf. Yeah. Gosh, but we have 16 people in the house. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me. It's 12:02 in the morning, so you guys are lunatics as well. But I don't know. Like, we know Gary Trent's gonna really command a bag. He's gonna want that bag for sure. Justin Wright Foreman is the solution. What's Justin Wright Foreman averaging in the finals or in the G League? All right, so the Pistons and Clippers are tied. Like, I don't even care that Kawhi's not playing. You still have Paul George out there. That's pathetic. That's why the Clippers aren't being taken serious like that. Uh, Let me see these other games. So the Hawks beat the Hornets, which helped us. Pelicans beat the Cavs. Zion at 38. Dude, I'm not ready to play them. I'm not ready to play them at all. But yeah, what was I looking up? Justin Wright Foreman. Do you know how much he's averaging, Avery? Justin Wright. He's a consistent 20-point per game score in the G League. Wait, guys, Randall was just Zion with no hops, according to the casuals. I think Randall has some solid hops, not Zion level, but he's definitely an all-star, so I'm tired of the Clippers stop caring about them anymore. What role is Worldwide West? I believe he's like, what is he, the vice president? Let me see what he is. He's like the vice president or something. It's like the vice president of the Knicks or something. He's the executive vice president, senior basketball advisor. Bring Gary Trent Jr. to the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, that would be a good pickup for you guys. Cooper says, "What's up? What's going on, man?" Yeah, we actually know how to utilize it too, MH. We actually know how to utilize it. Yo, it is a different scoring when RJ. It is a different feeling because you get to see just like the growth of him. Yeah, so he's the vice president of basketball operations. Okay. Need him off over these awful role players. I got happy when Knicks. Oh yeah, I read that. Yo, what's going on, Karam? He says, "Yo, Noah, what's going on, man? Hope you're well." He says, "Mavs with a tough loss to San Antonio." I heard DeRozan hit a game winner. I don't know if that's true though. I guess after the season, it only seems like the Knicks suck when Steve Bills was bad. Remember when he gave out that Ron Baker contract, the Tim Hardaway Jr. contract? He would have paid Porzingis like he was freaking LeBron James. Cowboy X Factor says, these role players, or I have so many words to say about them now. Yeah, you hate those role players. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm behind. I'm trying to read every single comment. For me, it's Lakers versus the Nets. I could see that. I just like the Nets. They're not the greatest defensively, and people are saying there's only one ball. But even with Harden there, the ball movement's been amazing. Of course, it comes down to the last shot, like some people have questions about. Yeah, the Lakers. AD comes back healthy. I still don't trust the Clippers. I think it will be the Lakers and Nets, but the Nets offense is so good they could just outscore anyone. When you have Kevin Durant, when you have Kyrie, you have Harden, like it's just unbelievable. And actually, Blake Griffin's become this better passer at the tail end of his career, and he's like learned from like the Clippers days. We'll see if he brought the Clippers curse, but LaMarcus Aldridge, good mid-range shooter. He's kind of slower and he's gotten older though. He's never getting a job in the league again. Yo, Joshua Craig, thank you so much for Super Chat, man. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Appreciate being a member. I appreciate being a great supporter of the channel. If you ever have video suggestions, new emoji ideas, badges, like any ideas for the brand new member stream, let me know, man. Again, thank you. He says, "What up, Noah? What's going on, man? I hope you're well." Oh yeah, Joshua Craig, are you in the members Instagram group chat? If not, if you could drop your Instagram, that would be awesome. I would love to add you to it. But yeah, he says, "What up, Noah? Why do you think Knicks can't figure out a final 2-minute offense? I hate this Randall over dribbling." I'm right there with you, man. I don't know. I think it's because we have to run Burks at point guard because Payton's such a big liability of what he's gonna do at the end of games. We know he can't create like a shot off the dribble and shoot like from downtown or anything like that and like consistently getting like to the basket. Sometimes you can just force up like a prayer, but we just don't have that main distributor of the basketball. We don't have someone that could play at the right pace and open up quality shots. It's just the truth when it comes to that. So scoring at a consistent basis is definitely hard, and we don't have consistent spacing, or we don't have consistent shooting from downtown. Like Randall's shot, like it wasn't really on tonight. He's actually been struggling to shoot the ball. Can you always count on RJ? Could you always count on Noel offensively, even though he had a solid first half? But it's definitely like consistent scoring. Like, do we have that main guy besides Alec Burks that can go get a bucket? Because Julius Randle has proven that he's not fantastic down the stretch. He kind of gets rattled. Like the double team, like he has to learn how to pass better out of double teams, move without the basketball. But I think it's point guard and having a main guy that can go out there, get a bucket. But that's why Alec Burks is huge for us because he can go out there, get buckets, perform off the dribble, even if it's not in like the best of looking way. But yeah, I think the main thing is a point guard, having consistent outside shooters, not streaky players. But that's a really good question. And if you guys have an answer to this, let me know down below in the chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, Joshua Craig. He did hit a game winner. Wow. KP fouled out late in the game. He had 30 though, I believe, right? Trade Alfred to a CBA team, even though that's not possible. Why did Porzingis not play well in the fourth? I thought he like had 30. I didn't watch the game though. I don't think they're gonna be in the play-in. Aren't they like several games over 500? I love Jalen Brunson. He's a beast. I think he's gonna be a free agent. Joshua Craig says, "Yo, thank you again for the super chat and leaving a comment. Just really appreciate your input on the channel and just everyone. Again, I always try to make sure that you guys all feel like equal and like a part of the channel." Joshua Craig says, "Worldwide West is officially our vice president of operations, I think, but really, I truly think we hired him to bring in talent. He's definitely this attractive guy. He knows a lot of people, different type of attractive. Like he knows people like around the basketball like world, of course, and he has the best network in basketball. Yeah, I agree. Same thing with Leon Rose. He was his top agent. Yeah, so we're just trying to bring in talent. Yo, Nick the Wick, thank you so much for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. I know you're a big time Giants fan. I'm not sure if you're a Knicks fan, but it was ugly, but the Knicks came out the win. Yo, what's going on, positivity, man? Did the Timberwolves win tonight? Or they won tonight? That's awesome. Actually, no, I think I saw it. Like Karl Anthony Towns hit a clutch shot. I think his dad was at the game. I love Karl Anthony Towns. Really great dude, good basketball player. First overall pick, of course, back in 2015. Should Burks play over Rose as like a backup point guard? No, I don't think so. I don't know if I could trust him like for like he's literally just down the stretch kind of guy because I don't trust Burks like distributing the ball out to RJ. Like Derrick Rose is gonna have his moments that he's really ball dominant and goes and gets a bucket. But most of the time when D Rose is in the game, it's always close. So he always has this mentality of he has to get a bucket. Because most of the time when we put him in, it's for that reason. But can we trust on Burks to consistently like set up offense for RJ, for Randall? No. So I would still stick with Derrick Rose in my opinion, even though like Burks has like experience of playing the position in Utah with Johnny Bryant. Should Burks play over Rose? Like no, I think Burks is down the stretch, and no, I wouldn't consistently run him at the point guard position. But like he still has capability of playing it, but no, I still would run Rose. When he gets starting minutes, he averaged like 18. Who? Worldwide West is so connected. He got 2 shoutouts in one of Drake's biggest songs. Yeah, that's insane. Um, yeah, Jalen Brunson's a good player. He killed us. Yeah, that'd be huge if you guys beat the Sixers. Gosh, we're cursed against the Sixers. Like, could never beat them. Is it just me, or does anybody feel like Watanabe should be on a different team with a more significant role? Watanabe, of course, I believe he went to, was it George Washington or Washington? I think it was George Washington, the name of the college he went to. He played with the Grizzlies too, I believe. He's actually a solid shooter. He didn't really show it tonight, but I think he's a solid player. So maybe he could go to a different team with a better role. Um, I like Edwards. I thought it was immature what he said about RJ. He really said it the wrong way, even though I knew what he was trying to say. But I like it also because it's added a chip on RJ's shoulder. So like 4 or 5 like games in a row, he's been clutch ever since then. Even though like what he said wasn't really the truth, because you can't label someone as like clutch or not at like 20 years old. It makes no sense, especially because he's proven in the past to hit clutch shots. If it was against the Rockets, if it was against the Hawks, like he's proven to hit clutch shots. Like the part of like being like a clutch player, wanting to be that clutch player, is you're gonna have to experience missing big time shots at the end of games. Like the most clutch players have missed shots at the end of games, and I love that he's not afraid to take them, and I love that he's confident because it's only gonna give him more experience and give him more confidence and prepare him more. But I like Edwards. He's a dog. His efficiency's actually gone up since he's been in the starting lineup. As long as he like sticks to his craft, I think he's gonna be a good player. Like he has the talent, but it all comes down to his basketball IQ, the Timberwolves surrounding him with the right pieces, and hopefully a consistent coaching staff. Randall's the only one Tibbs trust. Yeah. Sometimes he has to realize he has to trust his teammates. I always never thought he was bad. Who was bad? I have a question for Knicks fans. Do you think you could beat the Lakers? All right, so we're gonna have to box out. That's been our weakness past few games. Boxing out. Drummond, definitely one of the best of crashing the glass. We're gonna have to stop Dennis Schroeder's dribble penetration in this upcoming game. It's not gonna be easy. Like some people might think it's easy. Like they just destroyed the Nets. So like you never know. That was a healthy Nets team as well with Kevin Durant, even though Harden actually didn't play in that game. I think it's gonna be harder than people think, but I believe it's at Madison Square Garden, but we got to come out with the W. It's still a winnable game. Crom says I would say Thunder should take Alfred Payton, but I don't want so many cards. Alfred Payton sucks. Yeah, Lonzo Ball's very realistic. Yeah, versus the Bulls. Hey, Brad. Yeah, the beard. I'm gonna have to shave it. I'm gonna have to shave it. I never let it grow this long. When you're 17, you shouldn't have this. I think I've been growing a beard since I was 14, 15. I don't remember. Yeah, that's insane. And if you get people that step up defensively, that's huge for you guys. That's the main knock on the Bulls trade. They traded Wendell Carter Jr. like the only good defender, or Patrick Williams is a good defender, but Kobe White not a good defense player. Zach LaVine not a good defense player. Vucevic not fantastic. Lauri Markkanen, like they really have struggles across the board when it comes to defensively. Only like Patrick Williams could provide that. In the starting lineup, so that's the big concern with the Bulls. Um, No, Alec Burks is a forward, but we run him at point at times. I don't know if that is buzzer beater. Joshua Craig says, love that Cat got a winner with his dad there. Yeah, it's awesome. That poor dude has had such a tough year with his family. Yeah, getting the virus, his mother passing away, it just sucks, dude. Yeah, it sucks. You gotta feel for the guy. Seems like a down to earth person. First time here. Thank you so much for being here. What's your prediction for the next 5 games? I have to look at the next 5 games. I know we have the Pelicans. I know we have the Lakers, of course. I know the last 5 games are freaking brutal. I think we play the Celtics. I think we play the Clippers, Lakers back healthy. But let me see what the next 5 games are, and I'll actually run through them right now. But let me read these comments real quick. Catch up with these. RJ shooting 69% from three the last 5 games. That's insane. Yeah, Cowboy X Factor, appreciate you being here. Um, yes, sir, MH. Are you kidding? We're not Knicks fans. Stay strong. Positivity Man is my dude, but he just said Edwards is already better than RJ. All right, so RJ's a better shooter. He's a better distributor of the basketball. He's more efficient. He's resulting in winning basketball. I know it's only Edwards' first year, but you said he's better than him already. Next, my team got game winner tonight. Yeah, I heard about that, man. I'm sorry. Um, the culture for the Knicks is finished, giving head cases like Dennis Smith Jr., Trier, and Rivers chances. You want to be a part of this team, embrace your role. Sounds like Joe Judge, doesn't it? But back to basketball. Kyrie got ejected. Yeah, I saw that. I saw some things being said. Who on the Knicks should get more minutes? I actually think we're good when it comes to minutes right now. I don't think there's anyone on the Knicks that should get more minutes, in my opinion. Um, what is A-Brad? A-Brad, dude. Don't do that anymore. Buzzer beater, I agree. Burks has scoring, but we need rules for ball movement to get Randall and RJ into space. Burks has problems with. Yeah, he does. He's not that true point guard that could read that defense and recognize to make the right read and kick it out. I agree. Yeah, I did see that. You guys got Alex Rodriguez and that billionaire. Yeah, we're definitely much better in the pick and roll with Mitch. I'm not saying Edwards can't be great. Like, Edwards can be better than RJ, don't get me wrong. But right now, RJ's better. He just is. I'm not saying Edwards can't be, but as of right now, RJ's better. Glenn Taylor's awful. What's going on, Drew? Welcome back. Next comment, MH. We try to stick to basketball here. Edwards is inefficient really because of his shot selection. Yeah, I'm not saying he can't fix that. It's just like, as of right now, like, what's Edwards' ceiling? Edwards can develop as a playmaker. I think he has a chance to be a good defensive player, but his shot selection still needs work. Like, that was RJ's concern as well. Like, he's an inefficient player. He's actually top 5 of the most inefficient players in basketball right now. But he could still get better. Don't get me wrong. Like, he has potential to be a very good defender. Like, he has dog in him. Um, I think he has good work ethic. Apparently, he does. Like, even though the football concerns came out, like, he's a good athlete. But you also have to be able to read the floor well on a consistent basis. But I think Edwards will be good. He just has to learn to add certain things to his arsenal because he won't be able to base his game off of athleticism throughout his whole career. That's why I'm so confident RJ is going to be good, is because he has such a high basketball IQ and he doesn't need his athleticism to be successful. They're going, Josh. I think they're going. Yeah, that's how the Timberwolves are going to start winning games, cheating. Did you see the? No, I didn't. I did not see that. I'm not a fan of either of those teams, so I didn't watch it. I don't know who timed you out. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But yeah, I'll answer a few more questions and I'll close it out. But yeah, I'm not saying Anthony Edwards is bad. Like, he's been impressive. Like, ever since he's been put in the starting lineup, and he had to go through adversity of a bad coach. Like, he's someone you could relate to in a way of he's kind of goofy, or at least for some people. But it's just yeah, he's an interesting human being. But I appreciate Anthony Edwards motivating RJ. Why'd he time Drew out? Drew didn't do anything. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, owners have been they've done worse. They got all this money. They do stupid things with that money. Christopher says, yeah, Edwards is built like a football player. He's built like a safety. That's what his strong suit should be, driving to the basket. I agree. Christopher says, "Hey man, love the post game Q&As. Got it. Well, I appreciate that, man. I really do. You have a great night. You stay safe. Appreciate all the love and support. Yeah, let's beat the Lakers today." Who's the MVP right now? It's Jokic. It's Jokic, in my opinion. Yeah, hopefully we beat the Lakers tomorrow. Hopefully we do. I don't know what's been going on with your Wizards. I know you guys got that huge W against the Warriors. Like Bradley Beal hit that big time shots, but hit that big time. Did it go in? Was it a 4-point play? I forgot. Or did he get fouled at the 3-point line? I think he got fouled at the 3-point line. That was like a few nights ago, I believe. But yeah, I hope the Wizards they build a solid foundation for the future, man, and you guys move in the right direction. Thanks for snitching. You're a real one. I don't know. I didn't see anything, Drew. Who's got dunk of the year? Edwards' dunk was insane. I didn't see the Bridges one. I gotta head out night, fellas. Lonzo 2020. Yo, thank you so much for being here, man. Hope you have a great night. Probably gonna close it out soon as well because I have school today. Sadly, school's back. But yeah, have a great night, man. Appreciate all the love and support. Peace out. Who's the highest IQ on the Knicks roster? Peyton, no. Noel has good IQ defensively, not offensively. Randall, he has a good IQ. He just doesn't use it all the time. I actually think RJ, I would say quickly, but that was at the beginning of the season. I actually think RJ has had a pretty damn high basketball IQ lately. I do. Like he's letting the game come to him. He's just reading the floor so beautiful. I have to look at it, positivity, man. He does land bad. That concerns me. Taj Gibson, that's a good one. I didn't really think of Taj. He's a veteran. Yeah, I could see that. He's experienced a lot. I know he's undersized, but he's actually solid at boxing out. This tank thing wasn't a good night. Why did the Thunder win? No, I think you guys lost. Don't talk about slitting wrist, dude. Don't. That's not what you should joke about. Yeah, they're the Pistons need Cade Moore. The Timberwolves have talent. It's just now it's time to develop the talent. Yeah, the Pistons need talent. They're playing the Little Caesars Arena. They need something to get excited about. Okay, Carl. Yeah, that's definitely not encouraging as if you're a Bulls fan losing to the Timberwolves. But you guys, I am gonna close it out. I appreciate the super chat, man. I really, really do. Joshua Kreger, the man, buzzer beater, Nick Central, just everyone that's a member. Raypan, Shintaro, Nick Central, buzzer beater, Joshua Craig. I think I said everyone. I'm pretty sure. Well, he just came back from injury, so but yeah, I think they're cursed, the Timberwolves. But you guys, thank you so much for the great amount of support. You guys are truly amazing. Keep being you. Stay safe. Yeah, man. But yeah, have a great night, guys. Knicks came out the W. Much, much needed win. Wasn't the best of fashion, but we won. Peace out, y'all. Have a great one.